Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Happy Saturday. It's an amazing spring day up here in Massachusetts. I know we got people from all over the country here, so welcome, welcome. It's good to see you guys. And if you're not familiar with what we're doing here on Saturday mornings, if this is new to you, what we're doing here is we get together on a Zoom. We do a little bit of coaching, a little bit of content, get you guys connected with the latest and greatest. And then we actually go to work. We teach you what to say and how to say. We teach you to what we call as a text blitz. We teach you to reach out to people in a very efficient, effective manner. So we're going to get into that. Before we get going here, I want to give you guys, if you haven't seen the announcement, let me split the screen here. We have a promotion running if you haven't seen this. And let's see. All right, Herb, can you see the screen here, bud? Are you looking at the promotion? Yeah, good. Awesome, guys. So we have a promotion running with Vive. It's spring is in the air, right? So they're running a promotion. If you're brand new, what it is entering 20 bills, right? So this is probably 5 or 6 customers. It's not 20 customers, it's 20 bills, right? The average customer has 3 or 4 or 5 bills. So you get a handful of customers, right? And this is in your back office too. You enroll 4 pro consultants and you help them get to 30 points. I want you to see what this is doing here. What it is, guys, is it's we're teaching you to build Promoter 160s, right? Get to Promoter 160 yourself if you're brand new, and this is how you do it. You enroll 4 pro consultants, you help them get their 30 points, right? And you'll be a P160. You'll get some bonuses, but you can pick up an extra $1,000 doing this. And guys, this only takes about a week or two. If you're working your business, especially with the economy and what's going on right now, the Vive business model is a ridiculous value proposition. And I'm going to go into that as well. But I want you to think about this, right? A lot of people are home and they're looking for things to do. We can save them money on their bills, right? So this right now is a fairly easy target to hit in a week or two, right? Now, if you're already a Promoter 160 or higher, it doesn't matter. You do the same thing. Sponsor 4 more frontline people, hold their hand past 30 points, right? And then also put in some customers yourselves. And I don't know about the terms for this, but I'm sure this is going on for a couple of months. Herb, do you know how long this is running by any chance?
She didn't. She said at least for the spring, so I'm not sure if it's going to end.
Oh, okay, so it's probably April, May anyway. So probably I'm guessing it's going to run till June or something. You probably got like 8 weeks to do it. So
I think is the cutoff.
What's that?
June 1st.
June 1st. That makes sense. That makes sense because that's what the spring is. So awesome, guys. So I wanted to run this promotion by you guys, and I wanted to talk today a little bit about the value proposition that we have, especially if you're new, but even if you're not. I want you to put this language in your tool chest, right? As you're talking about Vive, millions of people right now are home. Millions and millions of people across 50 states, right? So home-based businesses are thriving. But more importantly, not every home-based business. I want you to think about this. If you're a home-based business, and I'm not beating up on product-based companies, I look at things and I see black and white. If you're a product-based business and you're home and you're reaching out to people, it's like, hey, listen, I know the economy's in the toilet and your spouse got laid off, but would you like to spend a couple $100s on my healthcare products? That's really what the message is. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not beating up on the industry. Our particular model is recession-proof. Product-based companies are not recession-proof. They're the first thing to go in a household, right? So some of you know people that are in product-based companies that might be looking, their company might be taking a big hit right now. And I'm not saying to go poach people. That's not what this is. But you can reach out to them and say, listen, let me help you lower your bills. Let me help you lower your bills. That's one thing, right? So the economy is driving people towards home-based businesses right now. That's the first value proposition. The second proposition that we have is we literally save people money for 0 cost. People are much more aware right now and much more open than they were like even 8 weeks ago. So if you have reached out to a bunch of people like, yeah, that seems, I don't have really time for that. That's because the economy was booming 8 weeks ago. It was at the all-time high in history. highest real estate market, highest stock market, lowest unemployment rate 8 weeks ago, right? The landscape is changed. And you want to be aware of this, and you want to be able to bring this stuff into your conversations with people, right? So I'm recording this too. I'm going to get it out to you guys. You want to have these bullet points in your tool chest when you're talking to people. So that's another value proposition. All we're doing is saving people money. You're paying these bills anyway. Why not use the time you're home
Just
to lower the
That's when you wanna hit it.
expenses?
You want
Right, guys? You want to lower the expenses in your household. So that's part of the language. I'm reaching out, looking to help you do this. This is what I'm doing right now. It makes sense to people, right? That's the second value proposition. Another value proposition we have, and many of you may not know this, but we have this, and I'll put let me find a link. I'll put it in here for you guys. We are able to offer a tax strategy session for $99 to the public. For you guys here that are pro members, if you're a pro member, this is free to you. If you're an affiliate or a consultant, you want to upgrade today just for this reason alone. Just for this reason alone. Pro consultants, you get a free tax strategy session, right? Whitney Johns and her family they got back over $40,000. I just had Courtney email me. She texted me. They got another network marketer, $31,000. Now, guys, I have a very good CPA for the last 20 years. He's a top-notch CPA. And she even found $12,000 for me. Don't overlook this. Make sure you guys are booking your tax strategy session. And let me drop the link. Hold on a second here, guys. Many of you may not know about this because it's not really in the back office yet, but it's coming. They're looking to get all the links. Let me give you guys the links here. I'm going to give you 2 links. One of the links is for you to book your own session for free. And the other one is for your potential customers to book their session for $99. So if you're talking to somebody and you're showing the ViV business model, this is a value proposition. Say, just for joining this company, we can get you on average $4,000 to $8,000 on what you've been overpaying on your taxes. Does that make sense? Does that resonate? This is another leverage point for you to persuade people to join you in this business, all right? Another value proposition, we have home-based Medi-Call services. Home-based Medi-Call. The government is telling you to stay home. Guys, we're only a few weeks away from an entire country lockdown. And I'm not trying to panic you, it is what it is. The only countries that get through this are the ones that lock down for a period of at least 4 weeks, and they let the dust settle. They let the cases pop where they are. They find out where they are, but they got to control the spread. So the U.S. has just been lagging and like trying to do things, but that's not going to work. The only countries that have stopped the spread of this, like China and Korea, and Ireland just did this. Countries are doing this. They're just shutting down for like 4 weeks. It's not that big a deal, so don't panic. But I'm just telling you, we're going to have to do this at some point. We're probably a week or 2 away or something like that. So we want to not panic, but we want to help people, right? So what that means is telemedicine is going through the roof, right? You can get on a Zoom if you have symptoms, and they will tell you what to do right over the Zoom. They don't want you going to the hospital infecting everybody else. So think of this as a value proposition. It's a $29 sellable item, or it's free as a pro member. That's another value proposition. And here's the last thing you guys can use. Now, guys, this is home-based businesses in general. Every W-2 employee in the country should have a home-based business. I don't even care if they work the business or not. Purely from a tax standpoint, the instant you have a home-based business, 1099, you get $10,000 to $20,000 in deductions. W-2 employees get completely raped in taxes. This country was not designed for a W-2 employee. That's where the government gets the bulk of the taxes from. 40% for W-2 employees. Think about that. Just from signing up with your business for $189, they're going to get $10,000 to $20,000 in write-offs. They're going to save $4,000 to $8,000. Now, listen, I don't want to sign a bunch of people that aren't working the business, but I want you to have tools so you can hit people and say, listen, you're just not paying attention. You don't know how this country works. I'm here to help you. For $189.69 a month, we can be saving you $4,000 to $8,000 a year or more. Does that make sense, Bill? Do you see how I just made Bill's head move up and down? That's energy. So guys, understand the points we have. Understand the points we have. Understand the leverage. Let's get started. Right now, it's not your fault. We're not taught this stuff in school, right? You're taught to be an employee because that's what the government wants. You're not taught wealth building, right? So this is the final leverage point for you guys to get people to say yes to Vive. It just makes too much damn sense. All right, guys, so I wanted you to have the leverage points. And the next thing I want to go over is the P160 wheel that we have. As you guys are building your business, do not sign affiliates. An affiliate is somebody telling you that I'm not really going to do much. It is what it is. I'm not trying to beat up on people. If somebody comes in as an affiliate, what they're telling you is I'm probably not going to do too much. I'm not that committed. I'm going to waste a lot of your time. And I'm not trying to, whatever. I'm trying to help you guys grow an actual business. That's all. Right? Same thing with a consultant. What they're telling you is I'm not committed. I'm not sure. You haven't given me enough value. Right? This is on you guys. You have not given me enough value to see why the 189. Guys, we don't need their money. We need them to be successful. Most people that sign up as a consultant, they're not going to hit their fast track. They're not that committed, and they're still kind of tiptoeing in. What I'd rather have you guys do is say, listen, don't become a pro consultant. Just become my customer. I want you to see how this works. The average customer saves $250 per bill. It's about $1,100 if they're uploading 3 bills. Have them be your customer and then upgrade to a pro once they see the value. Does that make sense, guys? So you guys want to posture up and build your business, right? And we want to have you guys be successful. We want to have the people you're signing be successful. And more than likely, they're not going to be successful as an affiliate. It's just they're kind of tiptoeing into something. Make sense? So make sure you guys are posturing up, building a business, especially now, because people need our help. They need us to be strong. They need us to posture up. They need us to be leaders. They need us to be responsible sponsors too. If you guys are just signing people up willy-nilly and you're not fast start training them, shame on you. Shame on you. You're not running a business, right? Make sure you're holding people's hands, helping them get their family involved, those first customers. Get on a Zoom meeting, help them educate their family. And if you can't do it because you're new, get your upline to help you. We'll help you. Just look up the tree until you see somebody that's making some moves, and we'll help you. All right, guys? This is a business of people helping people. This is a community of like-minded people. You want to be people first, client first, profit second. Does that make sense? People first, clients first, customers first, profit second. Matter of fact, you don't have to worry about the profit if you're paying attention to 1 and 2. All right, guys, so that's my rant for today. I want to help you guys get to 160. That's you and 4 people, each with 30 points. That should be the only thing you focus on. If you're brand new, you, 4 people, help them get to 30 points. You become a 160. And then from there on in, you're just helping people do the same thing. If you can do that, you will rank all the way to the top position in the whole company. It never changes. It never gets any harder. Matter of fact, it gets easier. But think about how simple that is, right? Think about how simple that is. And even if you got to roll your sleeves up, right? Get in the trenches, get on some Zooms, talk to 100 people to get those 4. Once you repeat that, that's the deal. That's the deal. We help you do that. All right, guys, let's get into a little bit of a tech blitz here. What we're going to do is open up our phones. The purpose of this meeting today is to go to work. Saturday mornings, we're here to help you with the language. We're here to answer questions. But I want your heads looking down. I want you to reach out to a minimum of 30 people in the next hour together, right? And we'll help you with that language. I don't know, is Maddie, I can't tell, there's a lot of people. Is Maddie on the Zoom here? Maddie, you on here? Little Offspring, where you at? I don't know if she is. Does anybody else have the link to the Google Drive that she gave us last week with the tech scripts? Anybody else got that? I'm thinking Herb might, because he's my main man. Herb, you got that? Tasha, woo! Valine, okay, somebody put the link in the chat. I'm gonna copy, this is my fault too. I gotta copy this thing. Put the link in the chat for the Google Drive to the text scripts. Oh shit, you can't unmute, my bad. Hold on, guys. We were getting a lot of background noise, so there we go. You guys can unmute now. Cool. All right, so there's the link, guys. We got it once, that's good, thank you. We got it a bunch of times. That Google Drive has the language that we're about to give you here. So make sure you go to Google Drive. It'll give you the text scripts that I'm talking here. And I'm gonna put this in my notes for myself. You guys now have the ability to unmute yourselves. Let's see.
Brian, hi everybody. So by the way, there are 2 documents that Madison, I believe, shared, at least 2, right?
Whatever you got, if you could put them in there, that'd be great.
I had 2 different ones. So the second one that I put might, I don't know, we have to figure out which one is different, but just click on them.
Google Documents, Google Docs. It looks like the same link.
By the way, may I ask, how is everybody doing with their Rapid Funnel app? Is everybody using that to text blitz people and send videos?
I think about half the people are.
Jaleesa and I were on a text blitz together the other day, and I downloaded it while we were on the phone, and I spent about an hour and a half later that day importing all my contacts that I would want to, reach out to. Now that was just through my text. I don't know if you can import them from your LinkedIn and your Messenger on Facebook, but I got all my contacts in from my phone. So I have about 400 contacts in my Rapid Funnel, and I will say that Jaleesa and I have both been using it, and it's great because you can share your videos, the quick 1-minute video and the peak interest videos. You can do all your resources are all in the Rapid Funnel. So it tracks it for you, and you get to see when your target opens the video and how much of the video that they viewed. You get an email on that, and you also get to keep track of when you contact them, and you can put in a calendar as to when you're going to reach out to them next, and also keep notes.
Yeah, Rapid Funnel, that's it's actually Outreach, which is on top of Rapid Funnel. It's a very, very powerful app. The only reason that I don't use that in a fast start, guys, if you're wondering, when I do the fast start email, it's one email. It's like step 1, 2, 3, 4, get to 160. The only reason that I don't personally get into the Outreach app is it can slow people down trying to learn something, especially if they're not tech savvy. That's the only reason I don't do it. Once somebody gets up to speed, they hit their bonus, right? Or some people that are tech savvy, they're gonna get the emails. Some people figure it out themselves, but it is a very, very powerful app. So once somebody's up and running, I will introduce that into the mix. But if you're wondering why I don't have it in my fast start, to me, it can slow people down before it speeds them up, that's all. But it's a very, very powerful app. I definitely recommend you guys all get in your back office, download it, use it, now that you're up and running. For me, the first week though, what I wanna do is get 30 points, $150 back, sponsor 4 people, get their businesses up and running. And you guys can do whatever you want. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. As leaders, do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know why it's not in my my deal there. So guys, I'm gonna put—
Yeah, because I'm independent. I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it.
Yeah,
as long as you approve it, though.
No, hey, listen, you fired your upline a long time ago.
I'm not firing you, brother.
you guys, you should all fire your uplines, man. I don't know much. You do want to be independent. So anything I give to you guys is just my advice. It's just my opinion. It has put us in the number 2 spot in the company, but you take the good, harvest the good, forgive the rest, right? Guys, I put I'm putting in the chat the 2 different links. One is for text blitzing. The other one is for social media. Those are the 2 links that Maddie did. And I'm going to type them right now in the chat. All right, guys, so you might want to, for those of you that are leaders, you might want to highlight that and copy it to a clipboard for your team. So let's get into a text blitz. Now, guys, the purpose of a text blitz, if you're brand new, is to open up your phone, start with the letter A. Do not go by anyone. Every single person has a cell phone. Don't prejudge, don't pre-qualify. I don't care if you sign customers. I just care that you reach out and ask, are you open? I don't care if you sign business partners. I just care that you have
Hey, Brian, I'm sorry to interrupt. I have people trying to get on the call and it's saying that it's at max participation.
Yes.
Until I can't get on.
Woo! We capped out, guys. I'm gonna change this to 500 next week. Just apologize. This is recorded.
Okay.
And we'll get them the recording. Just let them know we maxed out. So as of next week, I'm gonna up this to 1,000. All right, guys?
Okay.
Apologies. I'm on a different account. We actually have a 1,000 person limit on our main account. I'm on a different one here, so my apologies.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. Just tell them you're gonna get them the recording, okay?
I think it's that mustache you're growing there, Brian.
I'm working on it, brother. I'm taking lessons from you. Taking lessons from you. You guys like the hard part? So listen, guys, here's the deal, right? Let's focus. What you want to do here is get in the mindset of reaching out to 30 to 50 people. I just want you texting them. I don't even want you responding. Don't respond. Just put your head down and reach out to 30 to 50 people straight. Does that make sense? And this is just a high efficiency thing. This is how I can take an hour on a Saturday and book my entire calendar full for the week based on what I want. So if you guys are part-time, take Saturday mornings, take an hour, book 5 appointments for the week. That's part-time. Half-hour appointments, that's 2.5 hours. You get an hour on Tuesday nights, you get an hour on Saturday mornings, 2.5 hours during the week. It's a 4.5 hour a week business model. That's your bare minimum. If you can't do that, then you should probably, I don't know. There's no business that runs on less than 5 hours a week. Not really, right? Make sure you guys have a weekly method of operation. And that's a very simple model. That activity, what I'm telling you here, an hour on Tuesdays, an hour on Saturdays, 5 appointments a week. Before Whitney made me the top recruiter in the whole company. All right. It's a very, very part-time thing for me. And I don't say that to impress you. It's not about me. I want to impress upon you how to run a business, how to be efficient, right? If you can't look at your calendar and tell me when you're working your VEEV model, then you're not in business. It's just more of a hobby. So I just want to give you guys some business efficiency. So let's open up our phones. Start with the letter A. Now just look at them. Are they more likely to be a customer or more likely to be a business partner? And we can teach you 2 different things, right? If I was going to reach out to Chris Soto, Chris, what is your background? I forget what you do are you in real estate or?
No, I used to be in finance, but I'm in the fitness industry now.
Okay, perfect. So let's say I hadn't talked to Chris in 10 years. Hey, Chris, what's happening, brother? Listen, are you still in the finance industry? I got a business idea I want to run by you. I'm not sure if it's a fit or not, but I think it's definitely worth checking out. Would you be open to getting on a quick call or a Zoom? I'd love to catch up, brother. That's for the business, right? You're in the fitness. Hey, Chris, what's up, brother? I see on Facebook you're in the fitness industry now. Listen, I got a business idea I want to run by you. I'm not sure if it'd be a fit or not, but I think it might be able to enhance your business. Would you be open to getting on a quick phone call or a Zoom? I'd love to catch up. I hope all is well. There's your text. That's it. There's a lot of NLP in there. You're relating it to their business. Here's the keys, guys. When you're reaching out to show this business, relate it to what they're already doing. Make sense? That's going to neutralize their conscious mind because you're talking about what they're already used to doing. Now, when you tell them, I don't know if it would be a fit or not, again, you're neutralizing their mind. Instead of saying, dude, I got this thing, man, we got to get going. You're going to make $1 million. Like, this is definitely for you. That's all the red flags go up. Like, what's this guy trying to get me into? I don't know. There's so many scams on the internet. We're just using NLP here to neutralize people's minds so they'll get on a call. Does that make sense, guys? I don't know if it'd be a fit or not, but it's definitely worth checking out. It might be able to enhance your business. Would it be okay if we got on a 5-minute phone call or a quick Zoom? Instead of saying, would you like to? That's a yes or no. Would it be okay is different.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's up, brother?
So you would like to get on a quick Zoom with the prospect, okay? So once we get on the Zoom, what do we do?
Play the 15-minute video. That's what you guys are doing. So right now we're teaching you how to pique interest. If you pique interest for a customer, and I'll give you some language there, again, I would get on a Zoom. It's the strongest thing, or at least a phone call. The third option is to text them your link. But for those of you that have been texting a lot of links, just gauge your results. If you like the results, keep doing it. If you want better results, right, get on a Zoom or a phone call. Then send them the video. Have them watch it while you're on the phone. That's more of a professional appointment, right? Now you're able to get, hey, what did you like best about the video you just saw? Wow, it looks like you're able to save people money. Do you notice I didn't say, what did you think?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you got that video? Yeah, what did you think? I don't know, man. It looks like a pyramid scheme to me. Like, what'd you get into? Hey, Chris, what did you like best about the video you just saw? Now they got to think, what did I like best? You guys see the difference? Language is so powerful. It makes the world, that's the difference between a 7-figure earner and an average network marketer, is they study the craft. They study things like this, right? So you want to say, what did you like best? Would it be okay? Would you be open to getting on a quick phone call? It's hard to say, no, I'm not open-minded. Just, again, NLP, neural linguistic programming. It's hard to say, no, I'm not open. Right? Hey, Ray, what's up, buddy? Listen, I have a business I'm working for home. I can help you and your family lower your bills. I'm not sure if it'd be a fit. I need to see, but would you be open to jumping on a quick phone call, brother? I'd love to help you out. That's a customer text. I have something that can help lower the bills in your family. I'm not sure if it'd be a fit, but if you give me 3 to 5 minutes, we can see. Would you be open to jumping on a quick call? I hope all is well, man. I hope you're doing good during these times. You want to text just like you speak. You want to text just like you speak. If you look at your text, read it out loud. If it sounds like an infomercial, change it. Does that make sense? Let me put it, I'm gonna get on one of the scripts here. Hold on a second, because I think I got some of these down. Let's see, Vive, here we go, Vive texting scripts. All right, so here's one. I want you to take a look at this. If you read this script, you see how every single line has a visual break? Make sure you're texting with visual breaks. Do not text a block. Psychologically, people won't even read it. Make sure you're texting breaks. Hey, Bill, what's happening, brother? Listen, are you still in the boating industry? I was thinking of you, and I have a business idea I want to run by you. I'm not sure if it's a fit or not, but it's definitely worth checking out. Would you be open one night this week to jumping on a quick phone call or a Zoom? I hope all is well with you and your family. Those are visual breaks. This is copywriting, right? Anytime you guys are emailing or texting, you want to put visual breaks from thought to thought to thought to thought. Does that make sense, guys? And then the other part of this is called auditory flow. I want you to actually read your text out loud. If it doesn't sound like you speaking, it means you're using language that you might not normally use. If I was reaching out to Bill, like we were boy, hey, Bill, what's up, brother? That's what I would say. Space. And then I would say, listen, ... I got a business idea I want to run by you. And I would say gotta, not got to, G-O-T-T-A. Does that make sense? Like use slang, use the language, use what you would really use. If you're talking to a CEO, then you want to be more on point. But I'm just saying, make sure that your texts sound like you speaking. If you find yourself texting and trying to sell on the text, you've gone horribly awry. Hey, Bill, what's happening, brother? Listen, I got this business idea. It's called Vive. What we do is we help people lower their bills across the board. It's awesome, man. We can help companies too. We have this thing called an audit where we actually go in and we audit, like we can go 4 years backwards. If your texts start to sound like that, you've gone horribly off track. Right? Don't do that. You're texting to sell the appointment, not the Vive business model, not autopilot. You're not trying to sell them on the text. It won't work. You're trying to pique interest so that they get on the phone with you or they get on the Zoom with you where you can play the video that is professionally done. You guys see the difference? One of the biggest mistakes network marketers do is they try to sell over a message like on Facebook or on texting. What you want to do is pique the curiosity so that they want to get on a phone call with you where you can be in control of the meeting. Make sense?
Hey, Brian,
Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, that sounds like God speaking himself. Where you at?
man, come on, man. Come on.
I can't see you. Is your video off? Where you at, brother?
No, the video's on, man. The video's on. Hey, just wanted to say really quick, you know, as we custom tailor these text messages and social media messages for our people, one thing that I think would even create more of a reason why you're going out there or and speaking to people is the times that we're living in right now. If you literally, it's one thing to say, hey, are you still doing this? But it's another thing to say, hey, are you okay with everything that's going on? I got something you might be interested in right
100%.
now that can help.
Brother,
So,
yeah, 1000% correct. I would absolutely do that. You want to do it in a tactful way, right? So I was, hey, Nolan, what's happening, brother? Like, how you surviving during these times? Listen, I got something that can help you and your family. I'm not sure,
exactly.
but I'd love to chat with you, man. Love to help out, see if we can help out. I'd love to connect too and just see how you're doing. 100%.
And I
100%.
love the fact that this can help either way.
Either way. Yeah.
I have something that can definitely help your family either way you want to go, customer, business, whatever it is in these trying times. And to me, what I do is more heartfelt than anything. And you and I talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's really about caring about people in these times when everything is crazy, to be that sound, that piece, to be able to give you a peace of mind throughout all of this craziness is a big thing. So I just wanted to say, you know, catering it to, you know, how you usually would build the business according to what their background is or where they're working, but catering it to this time would be very explosive. So that's all I wanted to say.
Yep. No, I agree 1000%, brother. And that's why this is a good community. Like I said, we're building a team of leadership, and that's a very valuable point. So here's what you guys can do too is whatever way you're more comfortable, you can also split test this. You could do 10 one way and 10 the other way and see which one's more effective. It's called split testing, but yeah, 1000%. I've been putting that in my messaging too. It's like, hey, Nolan, what's up, brother? Listen, I'm reaching out. I know you might be home right now because your business was in the restaurant, industry. I got something that might be able to help you out. Would you be open to jumping on a quick Zoom? Love to catch up. So that's perfect, brother. I'm glad you brought that up. All right, guys, let's go to work. Let's reach out. The idea here is to reach out to at least 30 people straight. If anybody has a question, raise your hand or unmute yourself. Jazz, you got a question?
Oh, no, I raised my hand because I had to link the
cool.
Medi share.
So again, the purpose here, guys, is to put out 30 straight texts. Or 30, it could be Facebook message, could be LinkedIn, could be Instagram, whatever your jam is. Not emails though. Emails are horribly ineffective. Also, guys, if you're good at this, voice texting is the #1 thing you could do. I should have mentioned that. Voice texting is the #1 thing you can do right now. And what you might want to do is script it out a little bit, just so you don't go off track and go all crazy, and send a voice text. That's even more powerful. If you're familiar with that and you're good at it, you can voice text.
Brian, I actually do have a quick question. So you said when we invite them to the Zoom, we share the 15-minute video. That's the one of you that you sent us in the first email?
Exactly. Yeah. So here's the steps, guys. You pique interest, right? When you get on a phone call or a Zoom, you either play the customer or the business video. That's step #2. That's what you're going to do. If it's on a phone call, you send them the link, but you're on the phone with them watching it. As they're watching it on their computer, you're watching it with them. All right. So step 1, pique interest. Step 2, get on an appointment, phone call or Zoom. Step 3, push play on a video. Now, this is why we do this, guys. You guys here are all savvy. You probably could sell this without a video, but they can't. I want you to understand this and really hear this. You might have the skills to sell this with just your words, but they can't. They might not. And in network marketing, it doesn't matter what works. It matters what duplicates. I want to say that again. It doesn't matter what works. It matters what duplicates. You want to bring this down to an 8th grade level. Anybody can learn how to pique interest, get on a phone call or Zoom, and push play on a video. Anybody can do that. Millions of people in your downline 10 years from now can do that. But only dozens of people in your network have the sales skills to be able to sell this without a video. Does that make sense? I really want to make you catch that, especially for you guys that have sales skills, because your paradigm is going to want to talk and explain all this. And again, that's not network marketing. You're going horribly off track if you're doing that. I had to learn this, right? I'm a control freak. I'm an A-type. I had to learn to use resources, slide decks, videos, right? And that's what we're doing here, right? Peak interest. If it's a customer, play the video and sign them up. Those are pretty easy. If you do need your upline's help, have them on the Zoom with you. Help answer questions, help sign those first customers. With the business partner, you want to be using 3-way calls. It's not that you guys can't close the deal. You want to show that there is a support system. What'd you like best about the video? Well, man, it looks like you can make money from home. You're saving money on bills. Yeah, absolutely, man. You know what I want to do? If you're okay with it, would you be open if my business partner came on? He can explain the commercial side. He can explain the compensation. He can explain the 5-part value proposition. He can just explain this a little better. It's the person that's coaching me in this business too. Would you be open if he came on right now? Does that make sense?
Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, I don't even know if I ever seen this video you talking about. Where's so I'm not
Yeah,
used to.
you've seen it. It's in that email. There's only 2 video. I'll text it to you here if you want, but there's only 2 videos in that entire email. There's 1 customer, 1 business presentation.
Oh, in the right, okay.
In the
All right,
Fast Start email, yeah.
Got you. Okay, track it. All right,
Hey,
thank
Nolan, I want you to say this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
He's
Man,
got that radio voice, man. God love you. God love
Oh
you.
my God, you should be doing voiceovers for real.
My man.
I think he does. Yeah, he's got his own shows.
Can you send us a voiceover of some of these scripts so that we can send it out?
Yeah, we actually could if you needed it.
Better yet, we'll let Nolan record him for us.
Hey, Brian.
What's up, brother?
I know you're at the top of the food chain. You're like, what we like to call the big hat. But I also want to hear from Whitney, because every time I look at the bonus that come out in the Vive Facebook page, Whitney's always smoking up the bonus scales, and I'm chasing her. So I want to get into her brain a little bit and see what she's doing.
Yeah, Whitney, if you're on, can you unmute? And if there's anything different that you're doing other than what I've already articulated, what are you doing different? If I know her, she's probably signing somebody as we speak on another Zoom, on another device. she might not actually be available.
That's fine.
Brian, I know one of the things that Whitney does a lot, this is she calls people. She picks up the phone and calls. So
Absolutely,
she does a lot of calls rather than text. She does a lot of phone calls.
I'm here.
Oh, hey, Whitney. So
what was the question? Sorry, I stepped out for just a minute.
No, that's okay. Warner was just looking to pick your brain. I don't know how much of this you caught, but other than what I've already articulated here, what, if anything, are you doing different? Do you just pick up the phone and start calling, or do you text first?
I attract them to reach out to me, and then when they do, then I call them. Like, I use social media for them to reach out to me, or for them to like say, hey, I want more information, and then I say, hey, when can you chat? And if they won't chat, then I just move on.
Okay, so we have a whole social media training that we gave you in the Google Drive, but here's the difference, Warner. Whitney already has a 25,000 person following, and she spent the last half a dozen years building up a social media presence. So that initially is not duplicatable to a brand new network marketer.
Exactly.
It's not going to work. Yeah. Because they don't have like Whitney is already a 7-figure earner in network marketing. She has international attention.
Okay.
Just be aware that for a brand new network marketer, some of the things she's doing, like she has people that come to her. Well, how'd she get that to happen? She spent the last half dozen years building up a boutique, a 50,000 person following, And so she's got this whole attraction thing going on. It'd be like if you just sponsored Ray Higdon in your business. Like he would do things a little different because you just put out a text.
I kind of did. I sponsored Dr. Kenny and Honesty.
Yeah, you did. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm getting familiar with the attraction marketing myself. I've had some people reach out to me. I got a guy now that reached out to me on 64 properties in Pittsburgh.
Perfect.
So
you've been building your brand. So here's how this works, guys. If you're brand new in network marketing, there's $1 million in your phone. You got to get into prospecting mode. As you're building your business, we will teach you how to build a social media presence. We'll teach you to blog. We'll teach you to build up Instagram. We will teach you to learn how to attraction market, but that's not day one, not for a brand new person, not unless you already have a 10,000 person following. But if you keep showing up for Tuesday nights, we actually teach you how to build yourself over time to where Whitney is, where she just puts a post and 10 people sign up and she just follows up and enrolls them, right? But she's built that. So we'll teach you guys that. So just make sure you know where you guys are in the food chain and the cycle. So you don't just race off running Facebook ads with no audience, you know?
Yeah. Well, your P160, Will, Brian, is that's genius.
Yeah, that's Rob McFadden.
Oh, well, he's genius.
He's genius, yeah. Oh,
Hey, Brian, one last quick question. Last one. Hey, how many times can we make that $1,000?
That's a good question. Let me text Rob right now. I don't know if that's just once.
It's unlimited.
Oh, it is. Okay, cool.
Right. They said last night that it was unlimited. Yes.
Perfect. Dig it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. So, hey, I want to go public with this one. So, Whitney, my main man Nolan here says he's going to kick your ass. he's gonna torch that record of yours. So, I just wanted to put Nolan on the hook here.
That's
right.
awesome.
Whitney, I had no idea of any of this. I told Brian I was taking him down. I said nothing about you. It was all about Brian.
Oh, look at him backpedaling.
That's funny.
Well, you got some other
just
pepper here too fighting.
You can create curiosity on Facebook a little bit. I just would never mention Vive. I would keep it very where people are like, what are they doing? Because if you say anything about Vive, people go and Google, and you don't want them Googling. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with Googling Vive, but they won't ask you. So if you create curiosity, they're like, okay, what are you doing? Like they message you, you know, and they reach out to you. So you can do some things that kind of create curiosity a little bit on social media, even if you don't have like a huge following. And I did do a social media training on the Monday night, and it's on Vive Updates.
Yep.
That just talks about like building your brand and, you know, what you need to be doing on social media, because you really have to be, you have to be consistent, and it can't just be all about your business. You need to be like showing your family and your, you know, just kind of building your own brand depending on what that is. So that's on the Vive Updates page, and it might help with some of you that are wanting to kind of use social media.
What's your major platform, Whitney?
Facebook, just because of my age. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could. I'm working on Instagram, but I just.
Hey, when you get a chance, pop on over to WarnerETaylor.com and maybe give me a pointer.
Okay.
I'm a power user on Facebook.
Okay. I follow you, I think.
So guys, here's the deal. If you do want to start building up Facebook or Instagram, here's the way to do it. Now, again, if you're brand new, text blitzing is the key. You have $1 million in your phone. You might put 90% of your time towards the text blitz strategy and 10% of your time building your audience. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So take some notes. Couple of steps on Facebook. You want to start friend requesting 20 people a day. You want to get your audience to 5,000. Facebook suggests people, friends of friends, things of that nature. So have a little reminder in your phone, add 20 people, just friend. Take a look at the people for 10 seconds though. Make sure that there's somebody that you would want to work with. Now for me, I have multiple businesses. And when I built my Facebook portfolio, it was realtors, finance, business owners, salespeople, and coaches, and network marketers. I have reasons. Don't friend a bunch of network marketers because they more than likely can't join your business. And they'll be pitching you, right? Think about the perfect, well, not perfect. Think about the avatar of people you want in your business. Step 1 is start friend requesting 20 people a day. Step 2 is to go live every single day in Facebook. If you want to do what Whitney's doing, she's built this up with going live. She's built it up with curiosity posts, with family, right? There's a method to it. And a lot of it's just family and attraction posts and travel and things of that nature, pretty pictures, you know. But then here and there, it's value. And then once in a great while, it's something that will drive traffic towards people signing up. So you want to do the live strategy. And Ray Higdon teaches this, right? Go live every day. Now, what you want to go live about is giving value. And if you need content, for those of you who don't know me, we have something called the Matrix Mindset Academy. If you need content, I go live every single day in the Matrix Mindset Academy. It's 67 cents a day. It's not a big deal. I'm going to put it in the chat here. You can sign up for this. You can steal my content every single day. Just steal it. But repurpose it through your lens. Listen to it once or twice. Take a few notes. Go live. And you can literally just regurgitate what I said. It's a lot of mindset training. It's geared around health and fitness and mindset in finance, right? You can literally just go there and you can swipe copy that content. Now, when you're going live every day, it's like building a television channel. You can't do it once a week. It won't work. All right? So make sure you guys are, make sure if you're going to do this, do it, commit to it. If you want to build social media, there's a method to it. Same thing with Instagram. If you're going to build social media, you got to post every day, multiple times a day. That's what Whitney does, right? So if you want that model, you got to build it and you'll start to attract people. But some people say, I don't know what to go live about. So I just gave you a link where you can get limitless content. And it's very specific. You're going to give a ton of value. So you're giving value first. And here and there, it's like, listen, guys, we teach multiple revenue streams. If you're interested, I can help you out. Just PM me if you don't have a home-based business. We can talk about that. You can softly sell it inside of your post. Does that make sense? Awesome. All right, guys, we're coming up on 10 minutes. Again, the goal here is 30 texts, minimum 30 to 50 texts on a Saturday. Book your calendar solid, right? Now, quite honestly, if you're brand new, you might have to send 100 texts. You might have to spend 2 or 3 hours to book 5 appointments for the week. If that's the case, spend 2 or 3 hours, right? You'll get better and better at it. It'll take less and less time, but you need the practice. Does anybody have any questions on anything we've covered, or what to text, what to say, social media, anything we talked about?
Yeah, I have a question about the Facebook. You're saying start requesting 20 people a day, but
yep.
You want to start like a new Facebook or?
No, don't. I just took my personal profile.
Okay. Just because, like, I don't know, I feel weird when I request people I don't know, even though I'm trying to build a business and everything like that, like mixing my like.
Well, I get some advice. Stop feeling weird. That's just a paradigm. That's just you having a paradigm. You're reaching out, helping people. Your intention is to help people. If they get all twisted about it, that's on them. It's not on you. So just don't feel weird about it. It's business.
Fair enough.
Make sense? The difference between you and Whitney is she doesn't feel weird about it. That's the only difference.
Hey, Brian, no, but it's okay to feel weird. That's mean getting uncomfortable. So you can't be comfortable and grow as a network marketer. So it's okay that he feels weird, but do it anyway.
We'll do it anyway. Yeah.
Right, but I'm just saying, feeling weird is growth. So if you're in your comfort zone, you're not going to grow. So if he's always comfortable, with everything that's happening as he's growing as a network marketer, then he won't do different things. So they say if you want different results, you got to do things you've never done before. So that's something he hasn't done before.
Let's do this. Let's take it a little deeper because, like I said, what I am first and foremost is a mindset coach. Yes, it's okay to feel weird, but why not understand it? Feeling weird is a low vibration. When you're in a low vibration, you're putting that energy out into the universe, just like a light switch. It's like electricity, right? So when we understand, what feeling weird is, you don't want to feel weird forever. With understanding, right? With understanding comes growth. So when
Right.
we're feeling weird, what you're saying is I'm consciously aware that I'm in a low vibration. If you're in a low vibration and you're text blitzing, you're not going to have the results of somebody that's in a high vibration like Whitney. So since we
Right.
understand this, and since we know we're trying to help people, don't feel weird about it. You don't have to take weeks or months. You can do this right now. You don't have to stay weird. We just want to get educated. Does that make sense?
Right, absolutely. And like you said earlier, if you go from a place that you're helping people
Yeah,
versus
that's the
that
deal.
versus that you're bothering people.
Exactly. Put
Because
yourself in a high vibration.
that weird feeling is because you feel like you're not, don't feel like you're bringing value or helping.
Exactly.
You feel like you're bothering somebody.
Exactly. Yep. That's the difference. So we don't have to stay weird. Listen, I'm not bothering people. I'm helping people. Like the world is hurting right now. And that's what I mean. Change your vibration. Change your vibration. Good deal. Anybody else got any questions or anything we can help with?
Brian, I was going to say that to your advice when you said, 20 a day, the Facebook group I'm now part of has almost tripled, but it's amazing how the algorithms, when you start liking people in the direction you want to build your business, now they're all realtors and investors. And
oh yeah, it'll pull
I
up.
really didn't want to talk to about talking to it. They're not even there anymore. It's amazing how that works.
Yeah, it's 100%. When you start picking certain people, like here's the criteria I use, right? Real estate, finance, business owners, sales, coaches, and they need to have at least 1,000 connections or friends. That's the other criteria. Once you start doing that a few days in a row, Facebook just starts bringing up those type of people. It's amazing. There will be a recording this. I will get it out to everybody. Rebecca's wondering. So we'll get this recording out probably within a few minutes. Warner, we got a coaching call after this, right, brother? So give me 10 minutes in between to get this out and get a cup of coffee, and then I'll hit you guys up.
Brian, the question was asked, where's it going to show up? You email that to all of us?
I'm going to text it to my leaders group, and then the leaders will get it out to everybody else.
Hey, Brian, can you go into a little bit more about what Bill was just talking about, where you were talking about having 1,000 or more or whatever? Can you just?
Yeah, 100%. When I'm when I'm friending 20 people a day on Facebook, I look at their profile and I want to make sure they're in the vertical that I want. You guys got to figure that out. But I also make sure as I scroll that they have at least 1,000 friends themselves, because Facebook sees friends of friends.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense? So you can go up to 5,000 people, and if each one of them has 1,000 connections, well, now that's, right, 50,000 people.
Okay.
Sorry, 500,000. Sorry, 500,000, I think.
And one of the things that I want to thank Whitney for when she did the presentation on how she's doing things. One of the things I found is helping when you go live, if you're engaging with those people, like she said, go into their inbox instead of just like when you do birthdays and things like that with people who are already on your list. If you send a direct message versus just posting to their feed, then they become more engaged with you from the algorithm than you would if you just posted on their
100%. Yeah, 100%. Like I said, if you're going to do the any social media strategy, you got to spend some time, and you got to be engaging with people. Comment. Don't just like, but actually comment on their posts, and ask for engagements. When you're doing your lives, you always want to ask for engagement. Hey, if this has been value, comment below. If this has been value, put a one or a comment if there's been value. If you're catching this live, comment live below a comment replay. I'm just trying to figure out when people are watching my stuff. So you always want to ask for some type of engagement, whether it's hashtag replay or live, or if this has happened to you, comment below, or if anybody out there is needing help with their bills, PM me. So you always want to call to action. So, all right, guys,
Okay.
we're doing this every Saturday. I got to go. Hopefully this has been of some value. We'll get the link out and share it with your teams. I want to wish everybody a great weekend, and also want you guys to be pillars of light and beacons of light in your community. Stay strong, stay focused, don't panic. Let's just get out there and help people, and you'll see that your business will just kind of naturally grow. All right, guys.
Thank you. Good one. Stay safe, everybody.
God bless
All right,
everybody.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.